Alright guys, so this is one of my supplemental videos. Look over these on the weekend. I did give you the reviews for this so you can take the notes online. I do have more stars for you to get through, so these are them right here. Okay, and these are the equations that I'm going to use right now, and I don't know. Actually, they are on the equation sheet. So, I'm going to work through this. Okay, so first question I want to go through is end behavior, and so this one's just asking which is the limit notation for what's happening on the end. So the ends are these over here, guys. What's happening over here? So I see that this keeps going on forever and ever. So this is my limit as I go to, here it's positive infinity. And on this side it's negative infinity. And so remember, limits are just y values. And on this one, whether I'm over here, it looks like it's the same y value. So if I come through here, it's an asymptote, never going to reach it, but it's going to get awfully close to this number, which is 1. So, I mean, this is simple answer. It's just 1. So I'm looking over here. Here they have them the other way around, but do you see how this is to positive infinity and this one's to negative infinity, and it's equal to 1? So this is my answer. Okay, so that's it for that one. Now this one takes a little bit more time to go through. So this one's asking from these dots over here, which one is P, which one is Q, and which one is R. Okay, and so this right here is rectangular because I see the grid lines. Okay, it's like a regular X and Y coordinate plane, and they want me to turn it into polar. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn it into polar. And so I have these equations here on my answer, on my formula sheet right here. Oops, sorry, wrong ones. This one's right here. These two right here are the ones I'm using. So this is my R and this is my theta. Okay, so the X for P, okay, so the X here is R cosine theta, and the Y is R sine theta. Okay, so I'm going to use these right here. So my P, I'm going to go ahead and go through this. P is equal to, for the X, is going to be R, so 2 multiplied by cosine of pi over 4, and I don't have a unit circle on me. Ooh. That's my mistake. I should have printed one. So you will have one on the exam, so I wouldn't worry about that. I'm pretty sure I have one here. Just give me a second, guys. I do have one. Okay. So, again, I'm working right now with the X, and here's the Y. So I'm going to go to pi over 4, which I see is right here. Okay, so, I mean, even looking at this problem, guys, I mean, look, if that is pi over 4, I mean, I can expect my answer for P to be along this line. I mean, there's only one along that line, that 45-degree angle, which is this one. So, I mean, automatically I can already tell that it's going to be this one. because that's the only one that has the circle. But we'll go through it anyway. So I'm going to go to pi over 4. Remember that this right here is the x, the y, the a, the o, the cosine, and the sine. Okay, so cosine at pi over 4 is square root of 2 over 2. So this would be 2 multiplied by the square root of 2 over 2. Okay, and the other one would be 2 multiplied, well, the sine is the second number, which is square root of 2 over 2. Here I see they cancel. So my p would be at square root of 2 and square root of 2. So that's not a common number you would see on this, but square root of 2, guys, just so you know, is like 1.41. So if I look at that problem, I mean, just to look at it, this is at about 1.4 up and 1.4 here. So that is that's my answer. Okay, so and automatically I can tell that dot right there, the one that's circled, that's over here, so that's not correct. These two triangled ones over here, that's not where P is at, so these two go away. So I mean, that's the only one that can work out, and if I needed to, I could keep going. Q is equal to, find the x, which would be 4 cosine of 2 pi over 3, 4 sine of 2 pi over 3. And I would do the same thing. So 2 pi over 3 is right here, which, I mean, if I look, it's that weird triangle, which it's right there. Okay, but if I were to simplify this, this would have been 4 times negative 1/2 and 4 times square root of 3 over 2. So negative 2 in the x, which that point is at negative 2 in the x, and this one would be 2 square root of 3, which is a kind of weird number. So, but I mean, we already got to the answer. So that is it. This one you just kind of have need to have a little bit of just intuition and be able to work through and understand what the unit circle looks like so that you can get through it, but not a hard problem.